Welcome back to my channel. So we are going to jump into this makeup tutorial, and if you would like to see me transform from basic Annie with the bonnet on, okay, and the bullet hole in front, okay, till something super duper big, make people pop their neck like ow and ow. Okay, I'm extra, y'all knew that anyway. But if you would like to see me transform from simple to super duper beat, then you keep watching. Welcome back to my channel.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's not good enough for me since I've been with you. It's not gonna work for you. Nobody can equal me. Whoa, whoa. I'm gonna sip on this drink when I'm fucked up. I should know how to pick up. I'm gonna catch the rhythm.
Also, before we jump into this look, I just want to state that my eyes and brows are already done. Well, my brows are already done because it makes the tutorial go quicker when editing. And my eyes are already primed because I use the same products and I don't switch it up. And I set with the same thing all the time. So enough of the jibber and jabber. Let's transform this beat, okay? Alright, girls, so we're going to jump into this Morphe 35W palette. This is the warm palette. And this palette is, you can't really see it because I should have brought it closer, but it's the warm palette. And we're going to use, it's like a goldie shade that you're placing under your brow bone. Yeah, it's a nice goldie shade on the second row. Second row and the second eyeshadow. Okay, down. So I use my Wet n Wild little fluffy blending brush to put it on, to apply it under my brow, because the brush I had at first was not working. It was not picking up. So I did use my Wet n Wild brushes, okay, my Pro brush set. I love these brushes. If you have not copped them, go cop them. But they blended the eyeshadow really, really nice and seamlessly, and it gave my brow bone a nice highlight that it needed, okay? So moving along, we're going to go a row down, and we're going to that peachy nude shade, and we're just going to put that in our transitional shade so that we can have the nice ombre effect of the lid transitioning into, you know, our bolder shades. So, yes, I went with the lighter peachy nude shade. Even though it doesn't show up, I know it's there, and I know that I have some type of contrast in between my colors, and that I'm not just going to jump from one shade to the next, you know, with harsh lines. So it's very important. All right, so moving along, we're going to go into on the second row, fourth color over this orange. This is like a darker orange. This orange is really pigmented. I don't know why it's not picking up on my camera, or I don't know. You can see it, but it's really, really nice. I like this shade. I honestly like this shade like for a lid shade when I applied it, because as you girls know, I got these palettes a while back and I have not used every shade in here, but this shade really, really caught my eye and I had to use it in a look. So if you blend it out nice and evenly, I did do a couple coats to get it as pigmented as I wanted, just a little FYI, but yeah, you do have to work with the shadows, okay? Alright, moving along, we're going into the Smashbox ABLAZE palette. And we're going to go in with the burnt orange, darker orange shade. I cannot remember that shadow. But if I'm not mistaken, I think that's Nirvana. Yep, that's Nirvana. And I'm just going to blend it right into my crease area. And as you can see, this shadow is very, very pigmented and it's really, really beautiful. It's a perfect time to wear around this time of year. It looks really, really good on women of color. Just a nice golden skin tone. It looks really, really good on you. So it's a very complimentary eyeshadow. That's what I'm trying to say to you girls. So if you like shadows and color shades like this, do experiment with this shadow, okay? Put it on your lid, put it in your crease, put it on your bottom waterline. Like, just experiment with it, all right? So let's now jump into this Violet VOSS palette. Oh, Lord, y'all. I'm going to jump into the Violet Voss palette. And the shade that we're going to use is, hold on. I always forget my shadows. Don't I, y'all? Sorry. Ashley. We're going to the shade Ashley. And we're just going to blend that out. And then we did go in and apply Riley on top of Ashley because it was too red. And I wanted to mostly go in the orange. You know, I want to stay in the orange family. Okay? So now we're just going to cut that crease. And we are going to cut our crease using our LA Girl Pro Concealer, which is my favorite to cut the crease with, because it dries very, very fast, and it's easy to work with. And I'm using the shade Toffee as usual. It's my favorite. And I'm just going to cut this crease really, really long across the eye, you know, out on the outer corners of the eye. It's something new I'm trying. I'm trying to see how will my eye looks come out. Will I like the way it come out, or will I stick to my half cut crease? So, just trying something new. So, yeah, if you guys like looks like this, then let me know, because I do have more looks, especially holiday looks coming up. So, yeah, that is my next move, okay? So, yeah, we're just going to get that crease nice and cut sharp, okay? That's important. A sharp cut crease never hurt nobody. I always get alerts on my voiceovers. Sorry. Yeah, cleaning it up is something a pain, okay? So now we're going to go in with the shade Paula. And Paula is a really good, it's a orangey, goldy, reddish type of color. But like I told you guys, and it got a hint of green in it. I told you guys you have to wet your brushes when applying these eyeshadows. Wet your brushes, because these are some really, really metallic eyeshadows, and honey, okay? So next we're going to go in the Laura Lee Violet Voss palette, and we're using the gold shade Fleeky, and it is so pretty and pigmented. I love my Violet Voss palettes. Like, I am obsessed. Do you hear me? When I tell you I'm obsessed with these palettes, obsessed. Like, I use these palettes for like 2 months in a row straight, and then on and off the camera. So, I mean, they're well invested, because the Ride or Die palette is $75 and the Laura Lee was $45. So, okay. So, I'm just going over my shadows, you know, spraying the brush, going over, make sure everything's packed in place, because you do not want your eyeshadows to transfer. And I got kind of hooded lids, so yeah, I got slanted eyes and hooded lids. Okay, that's a lot to work with. Okay, it's a lot. Alright, so I love to use my my Revlon brush. This is a concealer brush by Revlon, but this is really good for applying eyeshadows to your lid once you cut your crease. And I do not remember how much this brush is, but it is a haul up on my channel that you can check out, and then it had a price in there. So now we're just going to smudge the shade Amy on our bottom waterline, sorry. And we are just going to smudge it across, and then we're going to go in with our Kiss double layer lashes, and we applied them. And then to contour, we went in with our Black Radiance medium to dark palette, and we went in with the contour shade first, just to you know, get the skin nice and warmed up and chiseled out. And I did use my Revlon, I believe this is a blush brush to contour with, and then I just follow up with the contour shade. No, that's not the contour shade. With the medium shade in that palette to chisel out my nose. And then we followed up with the, oh, that's the Sculpt shade. So we followed up with the NYX matte bronzer for a face powder, because I cannot find the Stay Matte Not Flat face powder in my shade, so I just went for the bronzer, okay? And then we did go in and warm up our face with a bronzer, and you guys know my favorite bronzer is my Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder in Milk Chocolate. I love how it looks on my skin. It's so pretty, and it just makes my skin come alive. Like, yes ma'am, okay? Yes girl, you better. Okay, so now what we're going to do is dust away our yellow powder underneath our eyes. And we're just using our NYX Stay Matte Not Flat bronzer just to get, you know,
any flashback or anything that's gonna happen with that off our face. So we're gonna go in with our Master Chrome highlighter by Maybelline, and I do recommend using a fan brush, and this is in Molten Gold, just so you guys know. Sorry. And I do recommend using a fan brush with this. I used a regular brush, highlighting brush with it. It wasn't as pigmented as it normally would be. So fan brushes is your friend, and that is a Ruby Kisses fan brush. Moving on to lips. So we're going in with the Jordana Sweet Matte Cream, and we are using the shade. Both shades is the first shade is Bloody Beautiful, and then the next shade is Mango Sherbet. So yeah. Right now, we are applying Bloody Beautiful. What kind of name is that, y'all? I don't know. But it is a really, really pretty color. Pretty red. I forgot I had these in my collection. And then I went back, discovered them, and I'm like, I need these in a tutorial, okay? Alright, so these are really, really pretty. And I just love them, okay? But do not apply gloss with these because they will get, you know, a little messy. So that is the finished look. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next one. Stay gorgeous, stay true, stay you. And always do you, boo. Mwah. Bye.
I don't know if you could take it. No, you wanna see me like you're naked. I wanna be your baby. Spending minutes but just like it came from Maytag. White girl wasted on the brown liquor. When I get like this, I can't be around you. I'm too lit to dim down the night, cause I can name some things that I'm gon' do. Why